Hello, hello. It is Wednesday. Pardon? Oh, did he? I was going to show people over the at the ducks. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to take. Will you show us? So, here's our ducky doos. Or the table. It fits perfectly. Oh, look at that. It fits like magic. Right, here we go. And here are, oh, they're having a lie down. Hi, boys. In their little pool. And we chose to keep them in here today. They've obviously got their food and they've had some lettuce and greens, and we've tidied them up. And then they'll be going out into here once we get, oh, they fell over the rock, a bit more security put in here, because that pond actually floats straight out into the, the state forest. So that's not really of much use to everyone. Now, look, there's our Janine, our duck catching canoe equipment. So that's what we caught the ducks in yesterday. And over to our fluffy ducks. Hey, fluffy ducks. Hey, fluffy ducks. And we'll see our chicken if I come round this side. There's our chicken and her adopted chick. And they're doing so well. It's so very, very sweet. So that's actually worked out beautifully, which is amazing. Now, this is a package that Fugan sent in very kindly. And Janine has got her spoon ready to dig a hole, haven't you?
One of the problems that we are having is the back. I made the mistake of forgetting that the back of the pond is animals are held in by a metal fence that ducks can fit through.
Very much so.
In order to fix that, it's going to be really difficult. So, what we've done is we've got the Quivel and the construction guys are putting in a new fence across here, and then in the sand area we're going to build like an infinity pool, so it's sunk down. And that'll be where the ducks can play and swim and do everything now.
Yeah.
And eventually, when they recognize that this is their home, and we can trust that they'll come back, we can open. There's going to be a gate. We can open the gate so they can go down to the real pond.
But I really think, Janine, as soon as you get the tiki bar in, I don't think they'll be going anywhere.
I won't be going anywhere. So here's the.
Thank you, Fugan. Ta-da! One duck pond.
Down in the water, so about here. The ducks can go in.
And will you be doing any landscaping?
I will be doing that.
Lovely, lovely.
I know, but I'm going to dig a hole to down a little. I think it'll look good.
Yeah.
And then the ducks can swim in here, and this will be their temporary until they're completely acclimated. And in the winter, we'll still have a little water in this where we wash them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and he's putting in a fence from the corner over here. Where that gate is, the corner to the other side.
The black gate down there, yeah?
Yeah, down by where the water is.
Could he be any noisier?
Yeah, so it'll go like kind of at the end of the sand.
Oh, so they've got the beach area.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Seriously, and their lights for at night time, snacks from the bar.
Yeah. And hopefully that'll hold it up.
Yeah.
Because we're not just solving for the three. It's just this. First of all, I thought we could put them out here, so that was my bad. But this is where we plan to put all of the ducks eventually.
Yes.
Not just the three we got. And I had always planned to put the other ducks in there until I realized, so you pointed out, the back of that, it used to be...
It's just like a throughway, isn't it?
It used to have a 6-foot fence across, but a tree fell on it and everything got loose.
Yep.
So I put those metal fences up last summer and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
So now it is not, it is secure for donkeys.
Sort of.
Other stuff, but
Yeah.
definitely not
Ducks.
But this will be secure. We can put other things out with the ducks if we
Yeah.
decide to. This will be secure for anything that can't fly over the post.
Yeah. Like when we get our alligator.
The alligators.
Yeah. So sounding perfect already. And that gives a bit of life to this side of the farm. And we're thinking that the ducks can probably go underneath here because this is actually totally secure. So if they ever felt the need, they can come running along here. This hasn't been attached yet. And they can just pop in there and then pop back out. So, but they will always have access to what was the chicken house and is now the duck house, which is half painted, which is just over here.
Yeah.
Way!
Yeah. So, yay.
Indeedy.
Anything broken today?
No, the day's still young. Yeah, we've had a few people yeah.
I'll turn this off.
Life on a farm. So, the good news is the
I think I'm beginning to wish it was a tree farm.
Yes. Well, the trees
Christmas trees.
the trees, those would fall down on things.
I suppose.
I think people would find it difficult getting one of these in their house.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
One of your Christmas trees in the house or that tall.
Yeah. There's Nick over there. Oh, one of those big trees.
Pine
Yeah.
trees.
Yep. So.
The top pile is mine.
Yeah, it's the top pile. Where does the egg go? Did you
What?
open that one? Here's one.
Leave him alone. Damn it, you took yours, didn't you?
Well, there's letters from Wendy Stone.
What? That's great. And who's it labeled to?
Okay, no worries. We'll leave it there.
Okay. All right. Well,
If you take all the mail out, then I won't have anything to open. Is that right?
No.
Okay. And I'm amazed that you didn't notice that there were two that you should.
So we're actually two, but hey.
Are we opening it?
yeah, we're waiting on you.
Are we online?
Yeah, we've been online for 20 minutes, Mom. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
You just said all that online, by the way.
But you're on your own.
Yeah. So open up the mail.
See, that's where we get it, because I couldn't say what he said. I had no idea.
Yeah. So you have a few minutes.
I did separate mail.
Okay.
And this is Richard Price.
Who's Richard Price?
He is my cousin. And he sent me some pictures
Oh.
to hold up.
Who are these people?
That's me. That's me.
Good Lord. Which one's you?
The littlest one.
Good Lord.
But the best thing he sent me was the fact that he watches this almost every day.
She's the little one in the middle.
Like you, we are, this is he talking about, he and his wife Diane. Like you, we are old and have very strong attitudes toward you. Remember, you are a Price. That was my maiden name.
Yes.
Price.
So you're 12 in this picture. Who are these people?
My sister, I have two sisters that are older than I.
No, but in this one here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a family heirloom.
Yeah, what is this?
I don't know. I think that just got sent to me because they didn't know who to send it to.
Okay. Who is this?
I have a feeling that's one of my other cousins. I think that's the cousin who's now a lawyer in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
So was her name Ruth? Yeah. So the younger one in this picture is you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice cow in this one. I like the cow. Wow. Okay. So what else did he say?
That's what he said.
Okay. Here, I'll share them with the listeners.
Oh,
now.
thank you.
Now this is Barbara Devereaux. She's not gonna know her. You want me to open the ones that she recognized? There's Franny. How about Wendy Stone?
Yep.
Wendy Stone.
Okay.
Both labeled to me
Okay.
with my name on
Got
them.
it. All right. So you are
Well, entitled to open them.
okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna see if I can find questions while you're doing this.
that's an empty envelope. Carlene and crew, I truly love all the changes at the farm. They are all so exciting. Thanks to everyone with all they continue. Here's $1 for the fun fund. She's from Meridian, Idaho. Meridian, Ohio. Idaho. You better see what else she said. The same envelope.
Okay, I'm getting the question. Oh, you're done. No, so you're still going. Yeah, that looks a little.
Okay, here's another $1 for the fun fund and some information. Ancient Egyptian servants were smeared with honey to attract the flies away from the pharaohs.
See, that's why I get bitten by flies.
Okay, there you go. Wombat poop is cube-shaped, which helps it stay put and mark a territory.
Cool.
In case you need to know those.
Just
And another $1 for the fun fund.
Okay.
We're going to take those dollars and make sure that they don't get lost.
Okay.
I'll put them up here.
So people are asking, how's the loft coming along? And the loft is coming along. It should be done by, I'm guessing probably next week. I could say the loft upstairs.
Loft. In other words, you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to put your clothes up there today.
Well, I have to clean out the trailer
Yes.
by 2 o'clock tomorrow because we need to use that trailer. Because tomorrow we have Pilgrim, and we need to bring the new goats, the mother and baby goats, ducks, and dogs. And we've got Sophie and I are going because Judy has the day off. So that's tomorrow, and we need the small trailer because the big trailer is full of all of the fencing that we're now going to put up here, and it's really big, heavy fencing, so I don't want to move it twice. So,
Where are you? You're putting up fencing in this.
for this little to hold the ducks in, because the back side.
You only need about 25 feet, right?
Yeah, well, yes. It's going from that side of the paddock to the wall.
Oh. I thought it was just where the water came in.
Well, you'd have to go out in a canoe and put it in right now to get that.
Never mind.
Yeah, because I made it so that whenever it was last fall, when that fence came down, I went in and I put metal gates in there to hold animals in, but
It won't hold ducks.
it won't hold ducks. And I forgot that I had done that. And
I hope someone writes to Ipswich Town and explain that we saved them from being benign because of 3 ducks starving to death on Hood Pond.
Yeah. Well,
and we assisted the animal control person, so you should be getting an assistant's salary.
okay. Yeah. I guess the
I
animal.
don't think anybody else could have done it.
No, well, animal control came out and they couldn't even find the ducks. They didn't have a canoe, so they couldn't find
could
them.
have gotten the canoe. They could have come here for the canoe.
They weren't real excited to go out and save 3 ducks,
No.
but we were pretty excited to go out and save 3 ducks because that's what we do in our spare time. And so now we have 3 ducks. I guess they're boy ducks.
The
So,
boy duck?
boy ducks. And
How do you know?
Drakes.
drakes. I guess that's what you call a boy duck. A drake.
Great.
A drake. So,
I presume that's why they were dumped.
yeah. And there was 4 of them, but one of them didn't survive.
Didn't make
And the
cut.
problem with domestic ducks in a pond is they don't fly because their wings have already been trimmed, and they're just sitting ducks for predators. So they were easy to get to follow the kayak. They were easy to get up on the shore until we took up the. We easily caught one, but then the other 2 were really hard because we'd already caught one.
You know, I thought your idea of having the net under the water was a good one.
I don't think that was my idea. I think that was your idea.
That was
Whatever,
my idea, actually.
It wasn't my idea, but that was a good idea.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was hidden.
Yeah, yeah. It just took us a little while to get the rhythm, and
To
it was
get
really
organized.
helpful to have all of the people with their towels.
Well, everybody needs to study the art of herding.
Especially if they're herding ducks.
Herding anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there was one woman that the most interesting part of the most critical part of the whole equation was once we got the 1 duck and we still had 2 ducks loose, there was a woman who coincidentally, maybe it was Goldy, but there was a woman out there that had a cattle herding dog, a retired herding dog. And she happened to be there swimming with her dog, and she was able to throw a tennis ball and tell the dog to go get the tennis ball. So she kept herding the dog. She would throw the tennis ball. The dog would in front of where we needed the ducks to go, and the dog would get the tennis ball and then herd the goats in a different direction. I mean, the ducks in a different
I
direction.
didn't even know that was happening.
Because that dog was faster. She was in the water swimming. I was in the kayak swimming, and that dog was way faster than both of us. So,
Yep.
and when they headed back to, I got them from like a half mile away, brought them all the way back, and they were pleasant little ducks. They were, following, and they were very friendly, and I got them up there. But we scared them when we tried to catch them. So then the other 2 took a beeline to go way back down the other end of the pond, and that dog was able to swing out, herd them back in, and she guided it with the tennis ball. And several times I'm like, throw the ball. And then we got them up on the shore, and something scared them, and they went off into the woods. So I'm sure we're all going to be covered with poison ivy. But yeah, that
So
we were
big.
able to get them. Really, like the last thing we need is 3 more ducks, but we will somehow figure it out.
Yeah.
It was funny because
We don't necessarily have the right to question why we were given these 3 more ducks.
Goldie.
Goldie must have something in the
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, well, it's really serendipitous because about a month ago I said, what we should have is some ducks. I think that the ducks would add an element, and they could go in the pond and, be really nice and peaceful for the visitors to come. And now all of a sudden we have 9 ducks.
Although
Just like
I will
that.
say, a week ago she said, I don't want ducks. How did Ashley find ducks?
Yeah, I did try to back out of the
Yep,
duck
now
deal.
you've got ducks.
Yeah,
And now you find 3 more ducks.
yeah. So,
And they're nice ducks.
but it's good. We're getting down to smaller animals that are easier to take care of, which is
Harder to catch.
harder to catch. But Elizabeth has promised that she's going to get these
Yeah.
ducks walking in a line. We're going to get her a costume, and she's going to parade.
I'm not wearing a costume, but I'll get the ducks
She
going
said
alive.
she's going to wear a costume.
I
and
did
she's going to
not.
parade through town.
I never do costumes.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's going to do a costume,
I'm warm enough as it is.
and everything's going to be just fantastic. Yeah. But it'll be nice to have them puttering around back here. And then at night, you just chase them in, and then eventually we'll open the gate so they can go down in the real pond, and they'll come up by themselves. That's the goal.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Or we got to call that woman with a dog and have her. We did take down her number, just in case. That's a valuable
Yeah.
working
We should
dog.
try and get Noodles doing that.
We should try to train Noodles not to bark.
No, that's not happening. He's the yappiest dog ever.
Yappiest dog ever.
Yeah.
So, life's going on, and tomorrow, thank God, we have no jobs until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
We said
Sophie.
Penny.
Penny. Yep. Penny is going back with. Went back because we're bringing ducks and goats, so Penny can't go.
Okay, so
so she went
they
back.
were thrilled to take her back.
Yeah, they were excited. Yeah. It's just. So it's just she's obsessed as any young puppy would be with the ducks. Larky just kind of like, he gets going because of Penny.
Just going at the duck scoop.
Yeah. But Penny.
If they just sit there, he's just not interested.
Penny gets really excited.
Yeah, no.
So.
I don't know if I would trust him totally off leash with the ducks.
No, but these guys, the ducks. Sizzle was fine because we brought the ducks today. We put them in a circle, had a little tub of water, and they entertained the seniors at the hunt. Went really well. Oh, I forgot to post the video. And
I think if you experimented, I don't think those ducks would have gone off that.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Towel. I don't think we needed to put up the fence.
Yeah.
Because I think they stayed on the towel.
Yeah. But this is a trial run, so yeah, it was good. And
I trained them to do that.
And Elizabeth trained them to do that.
What?
Elizabeth trained them to stay on the towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. And so then Friday we've got the Peabody Arc, which is another a big group on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. But Judy's back, Sophie's going, and Jake's going because it's going to be all hands on deck.
And it's children on Friday.
Jake is one who might learn to make a monkey fist.
Oh, okay.
So I should have a pack ready for him to. Here you go, try it.
Jake's interesting. His sport he'll have to explain it sometime, but he builds these little toy rockets, and there's competitions about these rockets on how high they go up in the air, and he competes with all of these different high school teams that make these rockets, and then whoever wins with the high school team, then they go and they compete with people from Massachusetts that make these rockets. And there's all these specifications on the materials you're used to build the rocket, and it was very interesting. But I can't explain it well because it was a while ago.
Oh, it means we didn't get involved in it. That's all we need, rockets going on.
Yeah, really.
Janine, there's a box here from Fugan.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see.
Some of them are in here. I'll keep looking. You read that. And I'll get this.
The ducklings so far they're perfect with a little bowl of water, and they play in the water and they kind of walk around and quack. So they're doing what little ducklings do, and they're very comfortable because there's a herd of them. We put them in one of Fugan's big tubs, and I put it in the back of the Volvo today. More pictures. What is that with that?
That's a party we had.
Oh boy. Let me see which one you read.
See if he can pick me out.
You know what? I was just about to go like this to try to.
I came across this photo I took years ago out through school in Carmel.
Okay, here's another photo.
I attended a week there for. I'm not sure that's what I thought it was. Do you remember?
A week.
You are there eating next to Jack and Laura May, Ginny Miller, oh dear, Phyllis somebody.
I don't know which one. You see if you can
They
tell.
always had a good time on these weeks. Who thought I'd be living in Carmel, Bobby? Where's the picture?
Is that her there?
Yeah. There.
Oh, good. No, I can't really.
Yeah, I wish we could blow that up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to jump in with these questions.
Okay. Yeah.
We did not bring the chicken and the baby.
No.
The baby chicken. The chick today we just brought ducks. How are the ducklings doing? The ducks. Oh, how did they do on the visit? I already mentioned. Okay. What age is she? Okay, let's see. Too bad we could not watch the. Oh, so we have a couple videos we could post. You have some videos we could post online of the duck that somebody else sent us. There was a person that we didn't know sitting on the shore that posted some videos. Did you put those online? The ones that you sent to me? I did not. The woman sent you.
No, I didn't.
No, okay, so we can post those. It was actually a pretty fun ordeal. The internet is going well. We are now on Starlink. We have some few tweaks we have to do to it because the Starlink is set up outside. We got to move it over to the house. It's on my list.
I have not tried to use it yet. Have I?
Let's see. E.T., have you received the long shot 30-foot spray bottles?
No.
What is that for?
For horseflies.
Oh, so you're going to shoot at the horseflies?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Some of those ones out at Meredith are gigantic, so I can see how you would want to do
But
that.
is it maybe in that box there?
Yeah, you want to open this?
Sure. I don't know.
That's from Fergan.
Doesn't feel like
You need the knife?
I wish I had it. You got a knife? I don't think I have one. Every time I find it, maybe I won't need it.
Janine.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
You want to try that?
There you go. Yep, those are the 30-foot. That'll squirt 30 feet.
That's perfect.
Thank you, Fergan. We can have a water fight tomorrow.
No, you use a hose and you cheat.
That'd be fun.
Have you actually seen a green head here on this property?
No, but over at Meredith, tons.
I have not seen any either.
I have not seen any here. But those are fantastic. Over at
Don't bring them over.
Okay, no bringing them over in your car.
No.
Check your car before you leave. So, I did find, speaking of dragonflies, there was a bunch of dragonflies. No, upstairs in the loft. There's a few dead ones.
Oh, you killed them.
I know. I guess so.
Those dragonflies?
Yeah.
We've always had a lot of those.
No, I've only seen 2 this year.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking historically.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I wonder if we've got so many biting flies because we don't have the dragonflies.
Whatever.
Okay. So, any other questions? I think that's enough for the day. Then we'll call it a day, and we'll see all you guys tomorrow. Right? Okay, back to work, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.